block of North Forest Manor. What I know at this point is going to be preliminary. The investigation is ongoing, and as detectives talk to witnesses and gather evidence, the more information become available and may become clearer as we know, right? So what I can tell you is that our Crime Gun Intelligence Center detectives, along with SWAT officers, were tracking an individual that had 2 open warrants for community correction violations for robbery, and they had been tracking this individual for a period of time. Today, they saw him and engaged the SWAT team to help because there was a possibility that the individual was armed. SWAT has different tactics. They have some additional tools at their disposal that they can use to hopefully end certain things peacefully without obviously gunfire. They made a traffic stop. The car briefly stopped and then sped off, probably about a half a block, and then that's when officers, I believe, they attempted a pit maneuver. The car stopped. The passenger of the vehicle got out of the car, fired shots at our officers, and officers returned fire. No officers were injured as a result of this incident. The suspect in this case has been transported to Eskenazi. The last known condition was critical. I don't have any idea of what the prognosis is long term, but I know that the best doctors in the state of Indiana are working to ensure that this person lives. The person is a black male. He's 21 years old. There are multiple officers involved in this incident, both white and black officers. The Crime Gun Intelligence officers had body cameras on. The SWAT team individual officers did not have body cameras on. SWAT team is one of the next phases of body cam deployment, and they wear a different uniform, and so it requires a different piece of equipment to hold that body cam onto the exterior of the uniform. And so when that piece of equipment arrives from the vendor, then they will be equipped as well with body cameras. But there are 3 body camera videos of this particular incident. We are not looking for anybody else at this point involved in this incident. Critical incident response team is the lead criminal investigators in this matter. The Marion County Prosecutor's Office is also on the scene. The Internal Affairs section will conduct a parallel administrative investigation. It will be reviewed by the executive staff after those investigations are complete, followed up by review of the Citizen Majority Firearms Review Board. Also, the Prosecutor's Office will make the final charging decision both on the suspect that's in custody and as a result of the Critical Incident Response Team investigation. That's all the information I have right now. I don't know that I'll be able to answer many questions, but I'll take a few.
What can you tell us about the weapon that the individual possessed?
That's a part that I left out. I appreciate that reminding me. There has been a weapon recovered that belonged to the suspect up the road. The type of weapon we're going to keep right now, we'll keep it as part of the investigation.
Is the person you were looking for the same person who ended up shooting at you in the passenger seat?
It's my understanding, yes.
Do you know how many officers fired shots in this incident?
I do know. Well, that information's part of the investigation right now.
Would you guess how many shots were fired?
I won't guess, no.
What became of the driver of that vehicle?
The driver of the vehicle was transported also to Eskenazi as a precaution. She was not injured as a result of the shooting. That was a precautionary method, transport.
Can you explain why you were monitoring this particular suspect?
He had 2 community corrections warrants for robbery. There's additional information that as the investigation progresses, we'll be able to share.
So you were monitoring that he could have been going to do something illegal?
He was wanted, and so that's what the Crime Gun Intelligence Center, their focus is on the most violent individuals in our community, and robbery is a pretty violent crime, and so their job is to make sure that those individuals that are committing violent crimes are taken off the streets of Indianapolis.
Was he known to IVRP?
I don't know that.
Now, you said that there were 3 cameras that caught the incident. Mm-hmm. How many officers were on scene during the incident?
There were multiple officers. I don't have a total, but there were quite a few. Anything else?
Can't say how many officers fired shots.
I'm not saying that right now.
And officers on.
Oh, yeah, you know what? You guys always remind me how to do my job, so I appreciate that. The officers are on administrative leave, or will be on administrative leave as a standard operating procedure for these type of incidents. We'll ensure that that they get, that they're interviewed, they get their evaluations, and then there'll be a review of their actions to see if it meets our policies and standards, and then they'll be back to work if they do.
And did you say the condition of the suspect?
It was critical condition the last known update.
So one suspect in critical, and how many officers on administrative?
I'm not giving the number of officers yet, so I don't, because I want to make sure that the number I give you is correct.
Was the stop affected by unmarked vehicles, or were there marked vehicles involved in the stop?
There were both marked and unmarked vehicles. Anything else?
The name of the unit one
Thank
more
you.
time.
What's that?
The name of the
Crime
unit.
Gun Intelligence Center, CJIC.
SWAT medic.
What's that?
Do I mention the SWAT medic?
Oh yeah, I also want to mention that because the SWAT team was engaged in this operation, that they always have a SWAT medic who is highly trained in providing medical care, and medical care was immediately rendered to the suspect after the scene was secured.